Look, Red, man. What happened, bro? Red.
Bro, great game. Great game.
Great game.
Yeah. No, it was that. Were you not entertained?
Yeah.
Bro, it was entertaining. Now, I felt that largely we dominated the game for the most part. For the most parts, I think we had the more chances. City had the more quality chances. Because one thing I noticed about the City side is that one or two passes and they're through. They're through your midfield, your first press, your second press. They have a really good system in how they're doing because they coped well with us with our high intense press. I don't agree with you at all. I don't think Vinicius was a break. I think Carvajal cost us that entire match. They were targeting him. He was awful.
Red, Red, come on. What game were you watching? Do you know the amount of times that Vinicius had good breakaways? He overran the ball, dispossessed the ball, lost the ball. Like the guy he plays like a child. It feels like this guy isn't ready. He plays like an infant, bro.
He isn't, but this is what we have, right? Like this is all we have. So with what we have, he was better than Benzema. Oh my, he was way better than Bale when he came on. No, man, he was because like Benzema wasn't doing anything positive. Bale wasn't doing anything positive. Every time Vinicius got the ball, at least he was dangerous. At least you felt like maybe if we just had a little bit of luck, we can finish something. Like so, I'm not gonna blame Vinicius. I blame Carvajal. He was the main culprit because like up until the 75th minute, Madrid looked solid. In that 10-minute space, we conceded the goal, we conceded the penalty, and we got a red card. Like. In 10 minutes, the whole game just changed on top of its head. Overall, great result. Like great game, like a good game from City. Like the better team. To be honest with you, the better team on the night.
But do you admit that you guys are like it's over, or do you believe that there's still a chance for Real Madrid?
Oh no, there's still a chance. It's only 2-1. No, there's still a chance. I'm not going to give up at 2-1. It's 2-1. It's like it's not that bad. Like if we go with score an early goal, that's it. It's level. No, it's bad.
Who's going to score this? Judging from that game, who's going to score that early goal for Real Madrid?
Here's the thing: Madrid are better away from home. We're way better away from home. So
yeah, and I think the Etihad isn't really a fortress.
No, it's true. It's true. Just that for me, from what I saw from Madrid, and also no Ramos.
Who's going to play instead of Ramos? That's the
question. Here. Look, now we don't have. We have of course Militao, which I think Zidane might go with Nacho, to be honest with you. I honestly think Zidane, I feel like he might try.
Wait. Okay, let me just hit the super chats and then I'll get back to you guys. So Liverpool, everybody says that his mother named him Sorry. Carry on. Yeah, look, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, really sorry from Sorry, man. Really sorry from Sorry, man. Well, let me just hit a few more of these super chats that I've missed. Wait. So from S1, okay, I have no idea what the hell this means. LM10 7.6. Oh, is that Lautaro Martinez or something? CR7 5.9 average. Oh, maybe it's the ratings from who scored. Look, Cristiano, he did his bits, man. Cristiano did his bit. He did his bit. But for Juventus, I thought that it was I don't know what they're smoking in that for that beginning lineup, man. I have no idea. No Name says Vinicius Junior is trash. That I agree with. Vinicius Junior is trash. And Armchair Critic says KDB's last 3 seasons better than Verratti's club career. Okay, cool. Thanks. But look, De Bruyne, he did good. I'm not sure whether he showed up. I can't agree with that.
He did it. He's not gonna lie. Like he was impressive. Like every time like he got the ball, you felt.
But also like he was played out of position. He was played as a striker.
100%. And that's what made him so. But that's what made him so dangerous because he had that liberty to go forward and back. It was hard for players to pick him up.
No, for me, that was a bad. That was a bad move to put him as striker, not first. Like
not. It wasn't a striker. He just had the liberty to move forward. Like Gabriel Jesus was. I think why Pep started Gabriel Jesus is so he could track back because Gabriel Jesus a lot of the times he was in the box. He was offering six. That's why. Like,
okay, wait. Let me just say a few of the super chats, then I'll get you guys. So, Martin Rosario says, "Get Sarri the F out of. I'm done with him." HH. Look, Sarri's lineup for that thing was, I don't know what he was smoking. You're playing Lyon. Why are you being so pussy against Lyon? Liverpool, everybody says, "Red, my brother, give it up." Okay, look. Why should wait. Let me bring in Hazem. So, Hazem, first of all, your thoughts on that the Madrid game before you go to the UV game. So the Madrid City game. Do Madrid have a chance from what you've seen? Do you still think that Madrid are in with a chance? Ramos is out. They look offensively inept, or they can actually turn this around because I think they're done. Let's keep. I think these guys are done.
Look, this is what I'll say. With Madrid, there's always a chance, right? Because these guys are Champions League royalty. I'm never going to count them out because they have players that can change the game at any moment, change the momentum at any moment, right? And if you look at the game in the first half, I think Madrid actually played really well. They're pressing really high, and the pressing.
How many chances did they create, bro? How many chances did they create?
No, they created some chances, but the problem was they were crossing the ball into the box when you only have Benzema who can actually hit the ball. You're putting Isco in the box and you're trying to cross it to Isco. What is he trying to do, man? When Mendy's
why is Isco playing wide? Why is Isco as your wider man who was completely ineffective in that position? But carry on.
Yeah, so I don't understand why you're trying to cross into the box, but they were good in the pressing, and Man City were struggling a little bit in the first half, right? But then I'm surprised with how Madrid are just able to buckle under pressure from Man City when the momentum changed, right? The midfield wasn't able to deal with it. Even Casemiro, who I really like, I really like Casemiro, and I thought he was one of the better midfielders today, but he wasn't able to deal with the pressure that Man City was putting. And I have to give credit to Guardiola for the way he set up this team and how they take advantage of the mistakes of Madrid, and they use their pace. Mahrez, wow, what a great player. He was putting some great crosses, some great unpredictability. And to be honest, Bernardo Silva was okay. He wasn't really great. I was surprised that Guardiola didn't bring on Sterling earlier, to be honest. Why bring Sterling on so late?
No, but I think he was coming back from an injury, so maybe he was easing him in.
But I agree with Hasan. Bernardo Silva was probably the most underwhelming player for me on the City side because KDB was class. Mahrez was good. Kyle Walker impressed me in a lot of bits of the game. Even Otamendi, as much hate as he gets, I felt like he was pretty solid. Even though the error from the goal came from him, but
but did they even really test him? Though? That's the thing. Okay, wait. Let me just hit a few more super chats, and then I want to get the thoughts from the other dudes there. So, Armchair Critic says KDB had an assist to take off the glasses. Cool, he had an assist. I'm sorry, De Bruyne. He had an okay game. He wasn't supremely impressive. It was a great team performance. The star of the game was Pep Guardiola. Deal with it. Okay, De Bruyne was alright. I want more. Martin Rosario, how the F do you not have Chiellini in the lineup? Shakes my head, bro. I have no idea. I mean,
wait.
Would Georgia have stopped that? Easy. Go FG, please. I am begging you. I know I am building up to your idol. FG. Just give me your thoughts on the Madrid City game before we speak about your idol. Madrid City game, how do you assess that?
Yeah, I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights, and I got to say, look, I'm not surprised City won, but look, I think the tie is over, man. Ramos red card, that's over. They're going to have Varane Milito in the second leg. Varane is awful. Every time Varane plays without Ramos, he can't hold the defense lineup up, so he's going to be a liability. Then you have Benzema, you can't trust Benzema in a big game, man. This dude had a 1v1. He could have scored. And not to mention, in the first half, City they could have scored in the first half two times. Jesus could have scored. Mars could have scored.
Yeah. Courtois was immense, though. Courtois was incredible. That's the reason why I didn't score is Courtois was just...
he made some amazing saves.
And we have to remember, this is not the same Madrid team. These guys, look, it's another...
Yeah, the invincibility in them, man.
There's no Ronaldo. There's no Ronaldo. Just say it, man.
It's another round of 16 exit, man. And Pep, look, man, when I saw that City lineup from Pep, I thought it was absolutely spot on. No David Silva. He's a liability. No Aguero. Thank God. I think Pep is finally looking at I always say Jesus.
I said Jesus over. That lineup was pretty close to the one I went with in my preview. So when guys would say, "Oh my gosh," see, the only thing that I didn't know he was going to play De Bruyne so far, but that was pretty much the personnel that I thought he would have gone with. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah. He made the right. I think this was the first time Pep made the lineup perfectly in a big Champions League game. And Pep definitely deserves massive credit. But I was surprised he didn't bring on Sterling earlier. I mean, he waited until the 70th minute or 75th minute, but that's a little too risky. But it is what it is. So yeah, I think City are definitely going through.
All right, Juju man, thoughts on the game, Madrid, Man City.
Oh yes, like this game. I mean, it was expected. I mean, because Madrid couldn't beat Celta Vigo, couldn't beat. The signs were there. Couldn't
Levante.
beat Levante at home. I mean, my prediction was correct. So this game was good. De Bruyne showed why he's the best midfielder in the world, and
easy, relax, man. Verratti still exists. Verratti still exists. Verratti still exists. Carry on.
And the other thing I was impressed, Ferland Mendy, I thought he did really well for Madrid. I think he was he should be the number one left back for France. Ferland Mendy impressed me. As for City, Raheem Sterling coming off the bench had an impact. I mean, everyone.
Digimon, give Pep his props. Are you going to give Pep his props because you're one of the biggest Pep haters out there? Will you give Pep his props?
Yes, but what's it called? I was surprised that he didn't. Like everyone already said, because I was looking at the clock, 60th minute, and Madrid were dominating, and it's like, what is Pep waiting for? Is he waiting to concede another goal before he brings on a substitution, make a change? And it was obvious Raheem Sterling was the one that he needed to bring, and he give him credit. He did everything correctly. He did everything correctly. So
do you give Madrid any chance in the second leg?
I mean, unless, because look, the one thing that works in Madrid's favor, the game is not next week, so they have time to recover.
3 weeks.
Yeah, they have 3 weeks to recover. And but the one downside is I think this game is a catalyst. City's season will improve from this. This will now. It'll now be positive for City because it was like negative.
Oh, no, it was a huge win. It was a huge win.
So I mean, I don't give with the second leg. I don't give Madrid. I don't give Madrid any chance because look, heading to this Champions League. Heading to this Champions League. I think I already said it yesterday. I put City and Bayern as favorites because City will have a lot of momentum.
You didn't say Bayern.
And Liverpool as well.
No. Only City and Bayern because they'll have the momentum. They have the momentum.
Okay, wait. So let me just hit this. So if you just before I come to Montaha. So Daniel Jones Ortega, Football Hub member, what up? He says Sarri is a nicotine merchant. My gosh, man.
I hope coronavirus gets him, man.
Whoa, FG. Relax.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, buddy. Please, damn, guys, please. I didn't confirm that. Sean C says Premier League gets slated yesterday. What about today? No, the Premier League still gets slated because only one Premier League team has won, and against a team who are bombs at their home stadium. All other Premier League teams lost. And yes, we will get to Chelsea. Relax. And I think I have from Eba Miranda. Thank you for the super chat. Says 2 penalties were not given to Juve, but Starry still needs to be sacked ASAP because of the team selection all season. Drop Pjanic, start Ramsey. Yeah, I mean, based on how well Ramsey played in the previous game and the goal he scored, I don't know why he didn't start. From Natsa, if Pogba performed like KDB, you'd have done him dry. Okay. I don't think I would have. I think I'm being fair to your boy.
If Hazard did that, you would have.
FG, relax. Josh Bourne says the second best farmers in the Premier League came and harvested Madrid's heart. Look, man. The Farmers League have been done proud. The Farmers League have been done proud.
Can I speak on that real quick?
Wait, no. Quick, let me just look through the super chats and so I've got to give it to Monta, then I'll give it back to Red. Monta, go for it. Madrid, Man City review. Do your boys have a chance?
Bro, first thing, I mean, you have to give props to Pep Guardiola, his defensive approach in the first half. You know, the amount of work Gabriel Jesus and Riyad Mahrez put into the team because that was literally back six, bro. If you see that, no space for us. Even on the flanks, everything was covered. And yeah, I mean, Man City defensive planning. I mean, I believe that Man City defensive planning was way better than us. Because if you see that, okay, Raheem Sterling, okay, the chance, you know, with Dani Carvajal committed a penalty, that's an individual error, of course. But let's be honest over here. Okay, in the first half, okay, Man City have, better, one-on-one shots and chances on the target, but overall, they were lacking the idea. They were looking, out of the idea of how to, play from the back in the first half. Let's be honest, Ray, because our pressing was man to man, and so we were literally, the pressing was in the most uniform way. I'll say that. Okay, in the first half. In the second half, I mean, Man City, we know that, like, because these guys are like I mean, sitting back, and they have learned the lessons, especially Pep Guardiola. He learned this lesson. If you want to win UCL, you cannot just win by the one way, which I'm impressed by him. And in the second half, he tried to press us. He tried to play from the back, which our pressing intensity dropped, okay? And they committed a mistake. We scored the goal. You know what? Where we lost the game, I'll tell you where we lost the game. Because of, I'll say, you know, why we need to push for the second goal. We could have hold the ball for another, you know, like half an hour. Or
Madrid really played and Madrid have to attacking. That's how they play.
Hey, listen to me. The problem was not there, okay? The problem was, you know, I mean, why we push for the second goal? No, we don't need to. We need to look for the space because City was coming at us. And then we're keeping the ball. We're moving forward. No. This is the problem. This is the problem of the season, you know? And I mean, the chances from the Riyad Mahrez, bro, for me, still man of the match is between Riyad Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus. But I'll still give it to Riyad Mahrez. And individual error by Sergio Ramos as well. You could have won the ball. I mean, you were looking for that kind of, you know.
Okay, but let me ask you this though: do you still give your boys a chance in the second?
Bro, like, okay, I'll say that we have 10%, 20% of chance, but that's still considered a chance. Okay, with respect to our UCL record at home, right, from last 2 seasons, I believe that we are shit at home because of the pressure of our fan. You know, we crumble usually. Okay, we switched off just for 5 minutes. Look what happened. I mean, let's be honest here. If we would have won the game 1-0, which we could have easily won, I believe that. I'm using the word away easily because Man City's midfield was outplayed by Modric and even Valverde. Did you saw the Valverde is working with as well? Look, I'm saying the Man City's best players was that wingers. Wingers were the best, you know, the best players in this game. And I mean, with regards to the chance thing, bro, okay, I mean, Sergio Ramos is out, I know that. So we have nothing to play for. I mean, let's be honest, we're in the Champions League. So we have to go out all the blazing guns. And we know that Man City usually have, you know, I mean, that kind of mindset at home where if they can see one goal, early goal, something like that, you know, it might change the momentum. But I still think Man City's are 80% their favorites.
Okay. Let me bring in Alok. Alok, thoughts on the City Madrid game?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can blame Zidane for this. He has been actually very good regarding the game management, but I don't know today why he did not substitute Isco when he was clearly tired. And he let the ball run for like 10-15 minutes, and we were actually dominating at that time. We were 1-0 up. I don't understand. I agree with Muntaha that why were we pushing the second goal? I mean, look at our record. We are unable to score a single goal in all of our La Liga matches. Just take the 1-0 lead and park the bus and counter. Learn from Mourinho, man. I didn't understand.
But does Zidane and this team, do they know how to park the bus though? That's the key thing. Do they know how to park
the
bus?
Yes, they know. Like if you see a record, like, you know, the last few matches, we were very good defensively. Like we were on a 22-23 game unbeaten run. So we knew how to defend. I don't know what happened to them, and just I don't know.
So what chance do you give them in the second line? Do you still believe, or do you think this tie is
No, there is no chance. There is no chance. I can't have any hopes like you had for Chelsea, so I can't.
Okay, all right. Easy, man. Abdullahi, City man, Madrid, can you give me your thoughts?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay. It was a good match. It was a very good match. So Pep Guardiola, for the very first time in his entire career, has proved me wrong. For the very first time in his entire career. But he hasn't suggested my thought on him yet, my agenda on him yet. But today, it sincerely proved me wrong today. I was really, really impressed. Pep packed the bus for the very first time. Wow. I was impressed today. And I think
he was it was brave tactics, man.
And I think I said it on the hangout on Sunday. If Pep Guardiola started Aguero, it's game over for them. And listen, it started Gabriel Jesus. That gave him huge work because Jesus can track back and also can play also. So it gave him huge chance of winning. For me, I would say the game is over. This is Real Madrid. Real Madrid are not good at home at all. But when they go away, it might go.
And you still believe in this team? You still believe that this team that you saw tonight away from home can still do something?
I have a question. I have a question for you.
Wait, let me
They are good away, but their home form is not good because of the pressure of the fan. I understand, but their away form is good. We cannot write them up. And also for Vinicius, but what Vinicius do not need is his indecision is very poor. One, his indecision is very poor. It needs to be decisive when you're 1v1 with a defender or a keeper. You need to shoot or do you want to pass? His indecision today was killed because he had a lot of chances today to kill the match off. He had a lot of chances to kill the
Vinicius was trash. I mean, apart from the assist, he was trash.
Why do you take off Vinicius and put in Gary Bale? No. Took off his school, bring on Gary Bale. Why? You should have leave Vinicius on. Vinicius can work a huge problem. Why do you bring them off? Leave and take off Isco. Isco is tired. Bring on Isco and bring on.
Yeah, but how effective was this? Okay, but you still
can I
quickly, but because I'm gonna keep it really brief with you guys, but I will come to you, Red. Don't worry, I will come to you. So just very briefly, Abdullah, do you give Madrid a chance in the second leg? Yes or no?
Yeah, a chance.
Okay. Okay. Hoga Bodito. Briefly, thoughts on the game, Madrid, Man City.
Yeah, man. It was a really good game, but you have to give props to Pep for his tactics. I mean, like sometimes I think Jesus started on the wing, didn't he? Like on the left.
Yeah.
And he was tracking back. Sometimes I saw him at left back. It was like on paper and like in the pre-match, it was like such a defensive setup, but they seemed to dominate. Like they had the chances. They had the clear-cut chances. And I felt so sorry for Benzema up top. He was getting no service.
Nothing. Man. He had 13 touches the whole game.
Yeah, he was totally isolated, and Madrid was just toothless the entire game. And to keep it brief, I don't see them going through. Like they have no chance in Manchester.
Okay, Mane, the fake Man City fan. The fake Man City fan. How do you feel? So do you think your boys have gone through, you fake Man City fan?
It's stellar performance, man. Stellar performance. I'm telling you, man. This is it. This is your king. Real Madrid. This is the big deal. Oh my! This is your king. Come on, man.
Money don't.
Easier round of 16 tie. This is nothing to us. I mean, when Sterling came on, I knew right there, game over, man. The guy Carvajal, that midget, cannot control Sterling on the wing. The guy just dribbled. Immediately changed the game for us, winning that penalty, and then we have De Bruyne. Oh my God. What more can we say? I think at this point, he might have surpassed Zidane, honestly. I mean, the levels of this guy, man. The levels unfucking. I might.
No, wait, Mane. Are you really celebrating a win over a Real Madrid team that are obviously in the process of trying to rebuild? You're celebrating?
Listen, we went to their crib. People were counting us out, talking shit. You know, Madrid. Where are they now?
It's his Champions League final. Allow him. This is the biggest thing. This is winning the Premier League means nothing. Beating Madrid in the round of 16
at the Bernabeu.
That is the biggest accomplishment in world football.
Levels.
Wait, Mane. Armchair critic says you should talk about KDB and Pogba. I don't know why. KDB and Pogba coming.
Listen, KDB changes games. Pogba changes hairstyles. That's the big difference. Pogba just out there twerking in Instagram, talking, I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. De Bruyne is at the Bernabeu destroying 13-time so-called champions.
Many teams have destroyed Madrid at the Bernabeu. It's not that big a deal, bro.
It's the Champions League. You always say biggest stage of them all. What are they gonna do? Guardiola, fantastic coaching. David Silva, at least he didn't play. That's what I said beginning. If David Silva doesn't play, we win. And that's what happened. And honestly, I'm not surprised. This tie is over. Real Madrid are a nothing club. And
okay. Easy, relax. Before I come to Red, how confident are you that City can go all the way this year based on you guys being banned for about 5 years from the Champions League? Mane.
Real Madrid are not going through, man. It's over. But we're going all the way, man. Especially after UEFA corrupt ass try to take us out. We're winning this thing, man. 100%.
Okay. Oh, so Red, you wanted to say something, Red?
Yeah, no, I wanted to the person that I hold blame for this loss is not really. I really don't see why people keep going Vinicius, and it's really Zidane. Like Pep just outcoached Zidane on the night. Like he had the better game plan.
I disagree. I think
no. Hear me out.
Okay, what game plan could Zidane have come with?
Have the players.
No. Here's the thing.
Thank you.
Why is Bale on the bench?
Thank you.
Where
are the players? Where are the flipping players? Please tell me.
No. But here's the problem. Look, we've had a solid defensive record this year, but how did Madrid have this defensive record? It wasn't through parking the bus, and that means we defend with possession. We hold on to the ball, and we just keep and that's why teams really haven't scored against us, is because we've been holding onto the ball. Whenever they get a counterattack, our call's been solid, but overall, that's our method of defending. So what Pep did is, instead of dominating us just in possession, he broke up our plays quick, press them, don't let them hold any momentum. And that's the thing. And they were relentless. They kept on doing it. They weren't successful. That's why the game looked a bit sloppy in the midfield, where there was a lot of loose balls. But they broke up play effectively, and by doing that, they just kept on knocking on our door till we conceded. And especially, the only problem with us is that because we had no response. They then had no response to that. Once they started breaking up his play, we weren't able to settle in. He didn't know to make the right substitutions. In my opinion, subbing off Vinicius was a big mistake. Keep Vinicius on, take off Isco, bring on Bale on the right wing. You're trying to go for a goal. Why are you putting Bale on the left? When he's left-footed,
exactly.
You're literally.
Wait.
One second. Let me just because Zidane did a lot of things wrong there too. Not just Zidane, man. Ramos too. Ramos is like he has an arrogance to him that sometimes he just does some shit that's unnecessary. Like why?
Courtois was gonna get that ball, man.
Courtois would have saved it. Courtois was incredible. He was better than you, Ramos. Why don't you trust him? And he fouls him, brings him down.
No, sorry, I have to disagree there. One-on-one.
He took a big touch. Double H. If you watch that closely, Jesus took a big
touch.
He
was in.
No, wait, guys. Wait, guys, easy. We are watching it from our couch. In the context of the game, as a defender,
you have to. Yes,
you have to. Just that Ramos messed up by giving that opportunity to Ramos. Once that happens, you just have to react.
You have to do that
because you can't be like, he's taking the heavy touch.
He's been doing this for 26 times, man. 26 red cards. We need to have a conversation about Ramos. This man
he's still great.
No. He does not belong in any top 10 defenders list of all time.
Don't just use one thing about.
No. 26 red cards, man. He's the main reason.
Wait.
Why Madrid have
Wait. Let me read some super chats. Marta Rosario, who says, "Mane got me crying, laugh my ass off, chill, man." And 40-year-old Virgil says, "Oh, weak league, dead EPL, weak EPL." Guys, are you guys stupid or are you dumb? City are the only team who won against the Real Madrid side who gets pimp slapped by guys like Levante, Granada, and Tapas Bar FC. Liverpool got touched. We'll get to Chelsea, and we all know what happened to Tottenham. So Premier League ultimately took an L. Chill, relax.
Red.
It's still the L. What do you want?
Zidane made a mistake because this is what.
Wait. Easy. Okay, so I'm going to go to Jujuman, then to Hazam. Jujuman.
Because everyone says Madrid are good away at home, and the problem with this Madrid team that I saw in this game, and I saw heading to this game in the second leg, is they don't have anyone. Like Vinicius, if Vinicius is your main threat, I mean, they do not have anyone in this team. And we saw Bale come in. It's no impact. So even if it's away at Etihad, I don't know how they're going to beat.
Where are the players?
He should have started Bale.
Who's going to score, man? That's
but there's no one.
Man,
you can't even say
there was no balance in the front line. Like there was
no
one on the right.
Doesn't have any help. So it's like
I said that Vasquez, I feel, should have started. I think Vasquez should have started ahead of.
No, never. No.
Okay, wait. Okay, so you're telling me that apart from the goal, Isco had a great game. Apart from the goal,
he was solid. He wasn't that. He wasn't phenomenal, but he was solid. He wasn't by any chance a liability. It was just that we were toothless.
I'm Hazam.
Red was right about Zidane messing up this game because why are you bringing on
Bale
Vasquez on the right? And it should be Bale should be coming on for Isco on the right side, right? And on the left side, just keep Vinicius because I know he's been poor, but he's actually a threat.
Yeah,
but look, Bale cannot be on the left side. He was just crossing the ball, and he wasn't crossing it well. You need Bale to cut in and really bring that threat.
I think the Vasquez one was probably to stop Raheem Sterling because Vasquez, I know he can play right back at times. So it's like he was mostly a defensive move.
So you're telling me when you're going 2-1 down, you want to just defend?
H, can I just?
Wait. Let's just run this off quickly, and then Monta have the last word before we go to Juve Leon. Monta.
Yeah, actually, what Hazem and Red is spot on, and I think so. Like this is like Zidane's mistake, especially with the substitution and before substitution. When we scored 1 goal, Isco was tired. And in terms of defending, in terms of we could have kept the ball easily with us, okay, for the 10-20 minutes and look for the opportunities to break against City, because City was the pressure was piling on their head, okay. So they have to come out, they have to play high line now. Now we have to be more opportunistic, look for the pockets. And what he did personally, bro, you should have bring on Toni Kroos. I think so. He's one of the best players in the world.
Wait. Let me ask. Exactly. Was Toni Kroos in the squad?
Yes,
yeah. Bro, he was in the squad. Yeah.
Because I promise you, I assumed Kroos was injured.
No, I thought that was a report. I thought that was a report. He's
no.
Training or something.
There was a kind of where he didn't.
So Kroos was on the bench.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Bro, but you're forgetting one thing. Over here, because what Red mentioned, the way we defend is we keep the ball, we hog the ball, we move around. In a sense, we could have frustrated more City after Isco scored the goal. Because what I saw, okay, Isco scored the goal. Now Isco is off. Kroos will come out, and instead of Vinicius, might be it would be Gareth Bale. So it will be more opportunistic way of scoring against City.
I've got to just cut him real quick, man, because see,
go ahead.
I've got to say, it's like Modric was amazing during his time.
Yeah.
Everyone fits. I thought that it goes without being said that it is Toni Kroos, Casemiro, and Valverde.
No. He should be ahead of Valverde. Kroos should be ahead of Valverde. For me, Valverde.
No, bro. Wait.
It's just
in terms of intensity. Wait.
Kroos should be ahead of Valverde.
Yeah.
No. I wasn't putting it in order.
No. It should be Kroos, Valverde, Casemiro, man. That's the midfield.
That's it. That was the
midfield the whole season. I don't know why Zidane changed it. That was the midfield the whole season.
Casemiro.
It's like, why? Because you could just tell that Modric, he doesn't have that same spark that he normally has. And especially basically, to what Muntaha, Red, and Thingy said, with regards to keeping the ball, that is where Toni Kroos is money at. Because Toni Kroos, his greatest part of his game is he's an excellent passer of the ball and is really good at keeping the ball. How he wasn't even on the pitch? And how you because Modric didn't have any effect on the game. You see, Modric.
No. Look, can I disagree? Because for me, Modric wasn't the one losing the ball the most. For me, Valverde was losing the ball. Man City were putting pressure on Valverde, and he was losing the ball. So why?
No. But I think but Modric's greatest asset of the game is how he affects the game offensively.
Yeah, dictating the game.
There we go. Yeah. I say Toni Kroos' greatest asset is in holding the ball and keeping the rhythm of play. And from what you guys said, see. He should have brought on a Toni Kroos to say, all right, cruise control, let's now hold on to the ball.
Exactly. And you know what, HJ? Without Kroos, we were so greedy after scoring the first goal. That's the problem. There was, in 10 minutes of time, you know what, City said, okay, now we have to bring on Raheem Sterling, and Isco was tired and everything, and you're not keeping the ball. I mean, you're going direct at them. No need for them.
Okay, let me